feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. I am here to kill him. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh no. I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself to grant him the miserable end he deserves. Or so I'd sworn, but I've yet to find a single shred of evidence. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary a thing to earn it. And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his pursuit, with naught to show for my troubles. If the proof I seek yet exists, it will not be so easily uncovered. I suppose there is truly naught I can do. Save deliver him a gruesome demise for all to behold, that is. Still, if you insist upon searching for evidence of his crimes, 3 days. I will give you 3 days to find what you seek. I shall wait patiently, though not with bated breath.
Say that I am at a loss.
Let me get that.
Can't help but talking or whisper when I'm here. Push, and I'll be done for the day.
Allard. Long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance, and long has it infuriated me. I visited his manor once. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his paintings. Mayhap he's concealed aught behind one. 'Tis just the sort of thing one would expect from a man who places so much stock in appearances. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and inspect his art collection. Excellent. I will send word to him presently of some urgent matter that requires his... Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside and stay alert. We may not get a second chance at this.
I'm dead on my feet after...
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find.
You have my fullest confidence. To think that the proprietress of the Myrmecolian was plotting such a thing. Under normal circumstances, I would not overlook such a clear admission of murderous intent. But this is Allard we speak of. Of all the Queen Regent's sycophants, he possesses the greatest authority. His fall from grace would do much to further our cause. But where to find the evidence we seek? Perhaps the merchants he deals with possess aught that could serve us.
Merchants with connections to Allard will reside in the merchant quarter, though they're not likely to divulge their secrets readily.
Some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily refuted than mere testimony, I should think. This is a memorandum of Allard's. According to this, afore attaining his current status, he was in the employ of a merchant, and in order to claim the merchant's property as his own, he murdered the man and his wife, staging it as an accident. It is a grave affair indeed. Should this article prove genuine, I have every faith 'twould be sufficient to condemn him for all time. The deed was monstrous, and yet, considering my position, I am afraid I cannot condone the man's assassination. I know not the path I should follow. What is your intent going forward, Your Majesty? Very well. I would place my faith in you, Your Majesty. However, know that should he be assassinated, I can— Now, pray bear the evidence you've discovered to the Myrmecolian. I will do everything in my power to—
So the captain is willing to aid you only if you do not stain your hands in blood. I hope you shan't disappoint him.
Indeed, you are correct.
Stubbornness is a kind of strength, I suppose. Cart doesn't fill up like it used to. Got to sell off what I can.
At this hour.
You have my fullest confidence. I am placing my faith in you, Your Majesty. Assume that our country is founded upon the rule of law. I ask, pray, deliver your evidence to the Myrmecolian. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the—
I suppose I could use a moment to catch my breath.
Suppose I better get to work.
Oh, someone do aught about this?
We've had damn near enough.
What am I to do with myself all day?
I've little enough gold to spend as
What is life without a little spice?
Not a bad turnout so far.
What's delightful?
Fair winds coming.
I've little enough gold.
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you. This partnership of ours has come to a close. Unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one, aren't you? But what's just as curious is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right, if you're offering your aid, then I'll gladly accept it. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for me, would you? Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm, sorts.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who are you?
Don't let him escape.
Get your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hang for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice... Wilhelmina! But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. I can't say how badly his reputation will be tarnished with evidence of this nature. But here we are.
Minister Allard? Has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately, there's a window here.
Been a while since I heard a good story.
I was afraid I might find you here. I cannot believe you would stoop to such... No. This is not the time. You will be able to slip out the rear entrance. Follow me, and quickly.
That was certainly well handled. I suppose I ought not to have expected any less. Pray, visit me at the Myrmicolian tomorrow evening. I'll prepare aught by way of thanks. Till then, be well.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I cannot believe it. You killed Allard. You realize this could jeopardize our plans for your ascension. I will do what I can to obscure your involvement in this matter. However, bear in mind that you may have to shoulder the burden of your own heedlessness in future. In the meantime, I shall endeavor to procure information that...
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Can't remember the last time I had a proper meal.
A place to soothe the spirit, yes. So many happy voices carried on the wind.
To each their own. The world's better for it.
Lady Wilhelmina was just taken away by the Royal Guard. From what I overheard, they believe she has some connection to Minister Allard's murder. Dear me, how could this have happened? She told me to manage the bordelry should aught befall her, but I haven't the faintest idea what I should do. Ah, of course, Lady Wilhelmina bade me give this to you if she didn't return. Here you are, sir.